a pressure is what you perceive
True.
is what you perceive to be. So there's a demand. Can you meet the demands? That's what pressure is applied. So if you perform well under pressure, for me, I just have so much
Yes.
self belief that I'm gonna do well. So the breathing, positive self talk, imagery are three things that strategies that I use to stay on top of the game. And the fourth, but most importantly for me, is
Mm.
believing in God. And most people, especially high achievers, we have this thing that is we want
Yeah.
to control everything.
Yeah. I can definitely be like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Control the outcome. I want to win. Perfect. Fine,
True.
but you can't. I'm really sorry. And then that leads to anxiety because you can't control it. And that's when you do not perform under pressure. So if you learn to be present and accept that you cannot control the outcome, but you can control the controllables, what do I do as a 5'4"
Mm.
point guard? I control my effort, I control my energy, and I control my leadership. And that is
Yeah.
how you stay present
Right.
for me.
Right.
For
No,
me.
for sure. And that is a quote that I learned quite early on in my coaching career. Shout out to Coach Hugh, who's my mentor. He's always told me, like, he tells players this and he tells coaches this, like, focus on what you can control. You can't control, to an extent, the opposition. You can't control the referee. And I'm just big on, especially for my players, like, I'm not concerned with you missing a layup. I'm more concerned with what's the thought process, or as you say, what's that self-talk going on in your head after you miss that layup. Are you like, is your head gonna go down and now it's a 5-on-4 going back? Or are you gonna be like, you know what, even though I'm pissed off right now that I missed the layup, I'm still gonna run back on defense. I'm gonna try and get a steal or block. I'm still gonna call a screen, try and get that rebound, which, as an end result, like you said, just it allows you to remain present. Because I feel like athletes, no matter what sport you're playing, they are under so much pressure. Sometimes, even if they're not receiving it externally, they put that pressure on themselves internally, So what you said there was just so key, honestly, Michelle. So key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see because I especially now that I've
Yeah.
went back this season. Let's say I'm not perfect. I'm working on it consistently, in especially my basketball because I get so passionate. So I'm aware of it. It's great to talk about it, but in practice, we
Yeah.
all know it's
Yeah.
really hard. So and that's what I mean by the elite has to be your day to day. The reason it's not perfect for me in games is because my day to day clearly does not look like that. So what we all need to do is practice this day to day. That's the only way to be able to get to that state. So also don't get frustrated that you're not
Right.
there yet.
Exactly. Exactly. And one thing again that has to be spoken about, man, because it's such a powerful story, and it just shows resilience, purpose, faith, love for the game, love for yourself as well, which is most important. Like, you've had to come back from a chronic pain and still return to elite level sports. So what advice do you have for athletes dealing with setbacks or injury who feel like giving up?
Focus on what you need to do one day at a time. Do not think about how long it's going to take. Do not think about the outcome because you cannot control it. Focus on what tasks you can control today, and tomorrow will take
Hmm.
care of itself.
I like that.
And the second thing is stop thinking you can do this alone.
Why do you mean that?
You can't.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
cannot. We cannot. We cannot. This world was not meant for us to be alone, and we get depressed if
True.
you alone
That's a
sat in your
fact.
own thoughts.
Yeah.
We need community. We need community, number all. Second of all, your coaches. I have so many great mentors, strength and conditioning mentors that inspired me to be where I am today. People, when I was coming back from injury, I had an amazing coach, Ed Hansen. And because I was even though I'm a coach, I'm like, I need someone that currently is higher up than me in the SNC world to just keep me accountable to the position that I'm in. Everyone needs accountability, and you're still learning, and that's called humbleness. Being able so my advice is get your support system right, take one day at a time,
Yeah.
and enjoy the
I
journey.
love that. I love that. And in your experience, Michelle, like, how does confidence tie into performance? And can strength training become a tool for building that mental toughness, not just physical ability?
Wow. I would technically say my confidence right now comes from the gym because it teaches you that. So, what is, so first of all, what is confidence?